Dr. Umar Johnson. Brother, I respect you. I respect your movement. I respect what you have going on. I even donated when you had a cause going on. I seen you on the Breakfast Club. And I'm proud of your work, you know, and what you're trying to accomplish. And I respect that and I salute that, right? But you made a video talking about the black church is stealing people money and wasting people time. You talked about how the church operates in the community. Brother, I want to explain something to you as a man that really fear God and walk with God. And God has done some amazing things in my life, you know. And the things that I've been through, I know it's nobody but Him that got me through the situations, right? That's my belief. That's my faith. I don't have religion. I have a relationship. You know, I don't just believe in God. He's Lord and Savior of my life every day, Monday through Sunday, right? So when you sit up here and you say the black church or the church in general, man, be careful. Speaking on God's children and what God is doing on the earth. It's because of God that you have what you have going on. Don't make God, man, make an example out of you, brother. Because He will do that. And when you talking about His business and His children, you know what I mean? Like you playing with fire. Because we all here called for a purpose. And everybody have a different purpose. But that purpose comes from who? From God. That's what I believe. You don't have to believe that. Nobody else don't have to believe that. That's fine. If you don't feel that you was here on, you was put here on earth for a purpose, that's fine. Right? I believe I was put here for a purpose. And a lot of other people believe they was put here for a purpose. Right? So when we walk with God, tithing is one of the principles that God requires His children to do. God don't need our money, right? It ain't about giving our money to the church, right? Tithing, in case you didn't know, it's a form of worship, right? It's showing God that I reverence and I praise the one who makes it all possible so that I can provide for my family through my job or through my business or through whatever hustle that I have going on, right? And when you tithe and you give, right, it's a form of discipline. It allows you to structure and strategize your finances, right? And sow your finances in fertile soil where it comes back, you reap what you sow, right? So when you sit up here and you talk about the church stealing the people money, no, brother. No. Because guess what? At the end of the day, church is a business. It costs money to provide facilities. It costs money to provide books for unable families and back to school drives and you know, paying rent and paying mortgages and helping people get out of debt and spending money on training for people to be uplifted from the situation where they at, right? Ain't no stealing going on. I can't speak for every church, but man, my brother's a pastor. I'm called to preach, right? I'm called to teach. You know what I mean? And so this is not a game. When somebody gets shot, get killed, guess what? My phone ring at 3 in the morning. You know why? Because our brothers in the hood and in the projects, right? They know that I love them. They know I come from there, right? You know why I can go in the projects at 3, 4 in the morning? Because of respect. You know why they respect me? Because they know that I love them. How do they know that I love them? Because I've been there for them. I've paid rent. I've paid mortgages. I gave money to help get their car fixed. I paid light bills. I'm always speaking and trying to pour into their spirit and encourage them to get out the street, to encourage them that it's a better way. Not only that, I supply jobs, brother. Now, I'm a small peon on the totem pole, but my trucking business that I have, that's part of my purpose. The only reason I have that is because God put me here to supply jobs for guys that have a record and guys that's at a disadvantage, that can't get into the trucking industry or can't get their first truck because they don't have the resources. That's where I come in at. Take them under my wing, mentor them, help them get their CDL, help them get on the road, help them show them a better life, brother. And you know why I'm able to do that? Because I pay my tithes. I pay my tithes and I put in the work through a humanistic effort. And not only when I pay my tithes, I'm believing and I'm expecting and I'm looking every day for God to provide what I need to be able to provide for other families. And guess what, brother? He does it all the time. Every day, in and out. I'm not the richest man in the world, right? But I'm in a better position than a lot of guys. But I had to go through the storm and the rain myself. I had vehicles repoed. I lost a marriage, lost time with my children, chasing my dream, right? So don't come here, man, and talk about the church is stealing the people money and wasting the people time. Let me tell you something, bro. It takes time to deal with the mental trauma that we go through and the way people was raised and what they seen coming up. It takes time to pierce through the mental and then to get it into the heart. And then to turn it into a belief system to people that have been going through trauma and all they know is suppression and depression and decline and failures. It's hard changing the mental state of people. Giving them money ain't an answer. Changing their mindset is the answer, and then they get the bread. But when they get the bread, they're mature enough to know how to operate and to budget and to be disciplined and to have a strategy, right? So they won't go back where they came from. That's what the teaching of giving and tithing does from God. Ain't nobody forcing us to give our money. God don't need our money. Yeah, we pay our tithes to the church, right? And that bishop that's that overseer of that flock, and over that ministry, guess what? He take the resources and the funds and he put it. That's why you have supplies in the house of God. Air conditioned heat, benches, water, medicine. You name it. It costs. Because you're dealing with a bunch of distressed people. You're dealing with a bunch of people that's in debt. And you want to talk about what we do in the community? When the last time you've been to the projects? When the last time your phone rang when somebody got shot? When the last time you paid for a funeral? When the last time you paid somebody a car note? When the last time you gave somebody a job? I take that back. You probably give jobs to a lot of people. And I salute that. Right? But us that's on the ground right here, man, you know, we doing this for real. We walking like we talking. You know, and you know, I'm speaking up on the behalf of God and those that's doing right. Because I'm living this. Every day I'm speaking into someone's life. My phone ring all day in, day out. You know what come along with employing people? The trauma and the mental state that they carry, the baggage. You're a leader, you know that. Then you speak on Bishop Jakes. I can't recall exactly what you said. I have to go back and look at the video. But brother, let me tell you something. That man bless so many people day in and day out. We'll never see another T.D. Jakes. Don't ever put your lips on Bishop T.D. Jakes. Look at what he doing and look at what you doing. That man can't do everything. He doing his part. Everybody have a part to play. We all a part of the body. That man touched my life, millions of people, millions of people lives in the U.S., the U.K., Africa. No, he might not be in the projects. Maybe not. No, he might not be down in the gutter, but he passed that level. He not better than them. He mere man himself. But he built a structure. He built an army. He built people of God that can reach the people he can't reach. So come on, man. Like, don't do us like that, brother. Don't do us like that. You putting a stigma. You painting a picture. You are creating a narrative to people that church ain't no good. I don't know if you're doing it for views. I don't know what made you post that video. But come on, Dr. Umar, man. I bet you won't send me $100,000. Somebody like me that's on the lower level, that's not famous, that don't need no accolades for doing what he do. Because I'm doing it because I'm called to do that. I'm called to people. I'm called to people in distress. I'm called to people in financial debt. I'm called to people that discontent because they know life have more to offer than what they've been exposed to. Come on, man, don't do us like that. Because you're not only putting an image on the church, you're putting a jacket on God, man. Don't make them do nothing to you. Be careful what you sow. And I don't dislike you. Like I said, I love you to death as a brother. I love what you're doing. A lot of people don't, you endured the storm, brother. You've been at this. I've been following you and watching your movement. People criticize you. People talk about you, this, that, and the other. And the same thing people doing to you, you turning around and you doing it to the people of God. Come on, man. I'm a real one, bro. No, I ain't holy. I don't walk around with a Bible. I live it. I teach it. It manifests itself out of my life. By my works, by my character, by my integrity, by my love for mankind. And I hope this video go viral. It don't have to go viral as long as it can get to you. I ain't looking for no clout. I ain't looking to try to get on YouTube and debate you. None of that. Now, if you want to have a conversation on your platform, sure, I would love it. It ain't going to be no calling each other out of our names or meet disrespect. No, it's going to be a conversation. Because I feel that that's wrong, man. That's wrong, bro. Come on. You have too much impact and too much influence to be spreading that narrative about the church and God's people, man. Man, you don't think we trying to get finances where we can buy more real estate to provide housing, to provide jobs? In the South, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, Harvest Center Church. Look us up. We trying to open up a learning center out of our pocket, bro. No government, nobody giving us nothing. Me and my brother and the family of God, we doing that out of our pocket. We have brick and mortar to show. Yeah, it's a small level. We ain't known, but it don't matter. We touching lives, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Don't do us like that.